Good morning. It is Wednesday. Just getting ready to get a good wax job. I'm gonna touch up the frame a little bit with some green John Deere paint. Freshen up the rims with some John Deere yellow. Clean the cam. Just gonna get a good wax job. I'm gonna put the new monitor in and the bubble on the top. Let's see here. And I got 4 green neon lights that's going to go on her. I'm trying to figure out, I want to put them, I know I'm going to put 2 up front, but somehow I got to figure out how to mount. I got 2 of them up in those corners. You can see the little right there, and there's one on this side. I want to put something so it shines. I'm thinking I can bolt them up there somehow. 1 and 1, and then I want to put 2 on the front, 1 on each side. Because I got them underneath the hood here, and at nighttime it really looks awesome. Even though I don't run it much at night, it just gives me a peace of mind. I just want it done. And it's not a big deal. They're only, I think 4 lights are $25 off Amazon. And I've got them underneath the hood so it shines on the motor. And oh, look at that. My kitty's doing good up here. Killed a mouse. But it when you got her lit up, all these vents right here, it shines out of all those vents and out of the front grille and all over the motor. It looks pretty cool. I think you've probably seen it on some of my earlier videos. But I want something that shines on the wheels, on the ground. There's a lot of guys on TikTok that have it done. I think it looks pretty neat. So, who gives a shit? $25, $30. Spruce it up a little bit. Now that she's actually fixed right, working right. Probably take some green paint, just touch up this. Like I say, wax job. I wish I had the money to put LEDs all the way around her. She's got them white bulbs in her. And the lights are pretty good, but I would like to have some LEDs on her. But that's further down the road, because this right here is going to be my baby for, I'm sure, a long, very long time. So, let's see, what else am I going to do? Probably repaint the exhaust black. You know, just piddle. Got all winter to piddle. My brother, he doesn't like the neon stuff. So when we get his tractor in here, it'll be simple, just clean it, wax it, service it, that's it. Now she'll be in here probably till December 1st because the filter sale for Deere doesn't start till December 1st. So I wish I could change it to I got the new LED strobes. I wish I could put one on each side, but probably not going to. Probably not going to, but it'd be neat. You know, just taking away, spruce her up a little bit. This thing right here runs, but you got to get O-rings on something, the old 4230. It's good looking 4232. I don't know what Dad said he wants to do to it. He's got to do something to it he wanted to do. But if it comes down to it, we'll back her in the back of the shop. My brother gets done ripping, he probably don't have 50 acres left. I think he's going to go buy a pickup today though, so he's not going to get done with that. Then we can wash his and pull his in here and kind of tinker with them both at the same time. And let's see. Oh yeah, I got the heater going because it is cold today, so I don't know how good you'll be able to hear me. And I got the John Deere coffee mug. So I got to give an apology to my salesman Gary, or John Deere in general. Not really Atlantic Tractor in general, but I guess Atlantic Tractor be included in it. You know, I always gripe about Hoovers giving me sweatshirts and all that kind of stuff. So, but Deere reminded me yesterday, Gary did, and you know, I used to have a problem with Gary because I didn't feel like he was giving us good deals on things. But I will admit, and you've heard me brag in several of my last videos about whenever we do something, that I think the last 4 or 5 deals, I think it's been pretty fair. You know, he's given us pretty good deals, I feel like, on the last 4 or 5 things we bought. And I'll eat some shit, because he reminded me yesterday when I was over there getting my GPS unit. I was talking to him about sweatshirts, and he was like, well, remember, and this year he did, he let me use a 2630 monitor because I was short one, and I was thinking about buying it, but I really wanted to upgrade to like a Gen 4, Gen 5, even though it's more expensive. I wanted that for future stuff. You know, like if we ever upgraded, you know, we keep the same planner, just upgrade it to electric drives. You got to run them with a Gen 4 or newer monitor. That was my main thing that I wanted to upgrade for. So he let me use a 2630 for a while, but it didn't have swap control because I wanted to put it in the sprayer. And I think to buy the swap control was like 3 extra 1,000, and you know, I didn't want to pay as much as they wanted for that unit, and then 3,000 more on top of it. So I returned it, even though he let me use it for quite some time. And but I made that up because I ended up buying the other one. And then he also reminded me that when our combine caught fire, if you remember, it's in one of the other videos. They brought a S780 down. We had 100 acres of wheat left, a little bit over 100, and they let us use it for free. We were basically demoing it, you know, but they let us use it for free to get done. So yeah, I'll eat shit because sometimes you forget about what people do, and I just want to say thank you, Gary Gorton. He's actually been a really good salesman here lately. And he reminded me that, hey, I let you use a $500,000 combine and a monitor for free. So, thumbs up to Gary. He did good for us. You know, sometimes you complain so much you forget about the good stuff. So, Gary, I get to give you props. So I can't be giving Deere a hard time. Of course, it would be nice if you had some John Deere sweatshirts to give out. So, or beanies. I'm a big beanie guy. I don't wear too many hats. Summertime, I wear my farm hard hat a lot, or Temple Rose Chestnut Manor farm hat. I like wearing that. But other than that, wintertime, I'm a beanie guy. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. Not that you all care, but if Gary or somebody else is listening, hey, you know, I'm still not happy with as much money as we spent the previous years fixing stuff. Never got fixed, and then we had to turn around and spend a lot of money this year. But everything is fixed. You know, Steve and Cheeto and all them boys up at East New Market, and Sherry took care of us. I really appreciate it. They are our go-to mechanics from now on. So if you're in the area and you're not happy with your mechanic you got now, seriously contact Sherry at East New Market store, and their mechanics are thorough. They're even, when they come down here to fix something, both of them are even looking at the tractor as a whole, or the combine as a whole, or any piece of equipment. They're saying, hey, there's an issue, and they'll point it out, and they'll show you. You know, they're not just here real quick trying to get that part done, and then they want to hurry up and leave. They're real thorough, and they actually take the time to ask you know, like, hey, are you having problems with this also, or is this adjusted right, is this setting right? And like the combine guy, Cheeto, I mean, he's done things to our combine and showed me things when he didn't have to, or asked me questions about certain things, and if I don't answer it right or show him something, he takes the time. He's like, well, this is how you want this set. And man, it really made a difference on our harvest capabilities this year, our loss, the way the settings were that I'd never been shown, and man, it just makes a big difference, you know. And then our tractor guy Steve come down here and fixed, I don't know how many times we paid to have this thing fixed, and you know, it just was never right, and the guy always wanted to leave. Steve actually came down here and really, now it cost us again, but man, it just fixed perfect. I mean, the thing runs so different now. It's just crazy. I don't know. That's enough rambling on. But anyway, I just want to give a shout out to Deere. I know I'm always critical and hard on you guys, but you know, sometimes you don't think about the other stuff that you guys do. So I appreciate it. And that's enough rambling. So I'm going to get the waxing and cleaning her out. I'm sure the cab needs a good cleaning. But I'm going to stand in front of the heater for a minute and drink my coffee because it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I woke up early. So, see, it is crazy when you get in a tractor to clean it out how many tools that you have in the tractor that you didn't realize you put in here during the season. I just clean a whole bunch of tools out. And then when you're in the tool pickup or the shop, you're like, where's all the tools at? Well, I'm pretty sure each tractor has tons of tools. So, most of the time, I try to keep the trash cleaned out. But you know, behind the seat, you always have the little bit of junk that you didn't take the time to get. But, or I keep a little bag of trash in here, and the cab's so dusty. So I'm going to scrub her. She's going to get a complete scrubbing down. Complete scrubbing down. And windows clean. I'm going to change the monitor. The other monitor is wider. I'm going to take my iPad out. I don't need that in here all winter. Let the kids use that at the house. I'm going to take this monitor out. I'm going to have to move my camera. This is my camera system. I'm going to have to move it. I like to move it down because even though I got a good view of it right here, sometimes it's like I got to move my body to see it really clear. So I might move it down or move it somewhere, and so I can see. I don't know, it's just the angle or however it is. I got to kind of move over a little bit. Even though it's right in my face, I got to move just a fraction to get it to be perfect. So I might move it in a different spot. I wish, like Deere has this, I like the high stuff here because I like a lot of people have their monitors like really low and you got to keep reaching for it. But I like my monitor eye level, and then I just can touch it the way I want. But then I'm just looking straight at it. I don't have to, you know, go way down here and to touch stuff and all that crap. But I like mine eye level. I know my brother's tractor, we got his down there, and even his is like here, I think. And even my dad's like, man, it's so low. You gotta, you know, it's just difficult. So, but he's got his camera up here. We might move his up too when we get it in here. You know, it doesn't really block your view, even though you think, you know, you can kind of just bend and look around it or whatever. But I would like to move this because even though it looks clear, when you're sitting in the cab, when you're out in the sun, it's got a different angle, and you kind of got to move over a little bit to see it clear. So I'm going to do that. Let's see here. What am I going to do? I'm going to do that. Take that out. I might move something down here. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to figure something out. I don't know. I like to get an extended monitor and put down there and have my planner stuff on this one and my chemical stuff on this one. I mean, you can get an extended monitor for hardly anything. That way you don't have to keep flipping through the pages every day, you know, every time you want to look at something. But with the Gen 5, I don't know if I can put it. I could put this all on one screen, but then when I want to look at something else, you always got to do it. But I don't know with the Gen 5 if you can change and have a whole bunch of different stuff on the same screen. So I have to look at that. Let's see, what else am I doing? Just good scrubbing. Other than that, I don't know. Good cleaning out. Normally I keep bags of trash. I might try to get these wires put up somewhere. I can't stand them in the way. We'll see. I know it seems stupid, like caring about all this stuff, but this stuff right here is what excites me. I want the inside of my tractor cab perfect. because when you're sitting in here all day and you know, you're using it, you want everything just right. And now's the time to do it, you know, not be complaining during the season when you don't have time to want to fool with it. I got all winter to get this right, but I'm taking my time and getting my cab right. Actually, the camera is better there. I can see it better. I got my iPad. I slid it over so I can see that. I'm getting ready to put the other monitor in here, and then that gives me the rail if I want anything else up here. I got the whole rail. Of course, I got my Midland speaker planter box. And the good thing about this planter box, this is the 1790 planter box because she has split rows, but she also works. I got another planter box when we bought the 1775 or whatever that planter is, the 16 row over there that we use for corn now. I got her, she actually works off of this box, so I didn't have to put two boxes in here. I can run both planters off of this same box, and I really like that. So I am thinking about, I have a foot pedal to turn my fertilizer on and off, and sometimes you click it and you don't click it just right, and you think your fertilizer's on, and you look up and you're like, shit, the master's off, and then you click it, I guess, the right way, and it comes on. I am thinking about putting some rocker switches. I seen a boy did it, put rocker switches in his, and he just flips it on. It lights up if it's on, and you know, it's not lit if it's off. So I'm thinking about changing that to a switch. You know, it just makes more sense with a switch. So I'm thinking about doing that. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, but that's what I'm thinking about anyway. But I got this in, so I'm going to put the monitor in and be happy, I guess. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. This is the old monitor, 2630. We're in the shop, so it might not boot up quite as quick. We'll see. All right, so this is the screen on the old monitor right here. So we will, let's see here. She's uploading the something. I guess a satellite. Might as well let it do it. But this is the old monitor, and I actually like these monitors. The 2600 and the 2630, they're pretty much identical. There's nothing, I don't think there's anything different other than this black line that goes around it. The 2600 doesn't have it. That's what we still have in the other ones, my brother's tractor. But for this, these are very simple. Now on the S780 that they brought down for when our combine caught fire, it had the Gen 4. Of course, the other person that had it all. So the other guy had all the pages. I wasn't used to it. It might be a little bit more difficult, but you know, if you want to keep going up in your stuff, you got to figure it out at some point. But these are very simple. I mean, very simple to use. I mean, you can't beat these things. I think they are very, very simple. But I wanted an upgrade. I want to keep up with technology on this tractor because this is the planting tractor. So, not that we had to do it. I just feel like I want to keep up with it. So, this is what the old one looks like. So, there you go. I'll show you the new one in a minute. Good morning. I I did get the tractor waxed yesterday. I'm gonna do put another coat on the wheels, and I'm gonna paint the frame part green. It's a little faded. I painted it, I think, 2 years ago. You know, just did a little touch up, but all the pressure washing and field work and everything with it, it faded a little bit. So, but I did get it waxed. I'm gonna, once I paint everything and let everything dry, I'm just gonna wipe her down one more good time. I did get the monitor in, and I did go outside. John Deere sent me all my stuff over there from my John Deere, all my field maps and equipment and everything. So I'll show you what it looks like. Now, they did say, the guy kept telling me that it was a lot easier than the 2600 and 2630, but I don't think it is. You know, it's nice keeping up with technology, but it's a learning curve, especially when they're not sitting here in the seat with you showing you firsthand. But on the phone, he actually logged into my monitor, and he was seeing the same thing I was seeing, and told me, you know, where to go, what to do, blah blah blah. And that made it nice. They could do everything remotely now. So, but we have definitely got to put a kill switch on this tractor, because if she sits around for and there are new batteries in there, but if she sits around for 2 or 3 days, she dies. So I don't know why it doesn't come mandatory with it. So I'll show you what the monitor looks like now. As you can see, they downloaded everything here. So let's see, don't show that me again. So this is what the new monitor looks like. And he showed me how to put all these little icons at the bottom, like if you want your auto track. Well, it's because I'm sitting in the barn or whatever, but you hit that. Here's your section control. When you want to change your equipment, you can go here. We put the farms in, operator, so you can kind of go and change. Let's see, where's it at? Where's it? That's how you hook up to it. Let's see. Let me back out of that. Type other. No. I'll get it here in a second. Like I said, it's a lot of learning curve. Let's see. I don't know. Is that it? Like I said, I'm just playing with it, trying to figure it out. Here's where I know you put your new work at, like if you're doing tillage or planting, stuff like that. Let's see here. Okay, let's go here. Let's see, applications. You can go to equipment. Let's put this in. Type of equipment. Let's see, rate controller. I know I did this yesterday. Let's see, let's take that off. Add equipment. Okay, here you go. So we got my corn planter, which that's raw, it's 1770 or 75. Bean planter, dry spreader, drill. I don't know why they got the header on here. They just downloaded a whole bunch of crap on here. They don't have all of it on here. They should have a whole bunch of other stuff on here. So they got disc and that. So I might have to resend some stuff here. Let's do this and modify that. I don't think he didn't actually send me all of my new stuff. So I'm gonna have to go to my John Deere and resend it, because I got a lot more stuff in there than that. Let's see, you got your fields. Here's all your boundaries and clients. I think you tap that, and then you can change your fields if you want. So if you select that one, then you hit that, and it shows you that. So let's try to do some other ones. Let's see here, new field. No, I don't want that. Like I said, it's a big learning curve. Let's see, home farm, client, BNR. Okay, so here's all my field list. Well, that's not even all of them. Good Lord, that's nothing. Okay, so then there's all the fields on that certain farm. So you got to tap that. Let's see here. Let's go down to this one. Then you hit that. That's probably on the bottom. Okay. Let's see, field artist, client, DNR, optional. I don't know why it doesn't have save on there. All right, there we go. Now it comes up. Like I said, it's a big learning curve for me. They say once you do it, it's easy, but here's all your icons, your mapping, your section control, your layout. That's how you change your pages if you want. And you just scroll out, and then I got this main screen. Then you can go over, we set up some other stuff over here. A different one, so I can have up to, I think, 7 pages, and you can save your, like, instead of having the same 7 pages, you can go to your let's see, system, where is it at? Gotta be here somewhere. So when you do your layout manager, you can have, like, say I want to do nothing but spread chicken manure. This can be my chicken manure pages when I'm hooked up to the spreader, and that's all that, like, if I got 2 pages on the main screen, those 2 will come up. So then when I want to add different pages, like say I'm planting beans, I want my bean planter and everything up here. Well, there'll be another section here with just for the, like, the bean planter if I want 2 or 3 pages on that. And I can save them, and then if I want 2 or 3 pages for my corn planter just to come up on this screen, it'll automatically be there. I do know when I used to hook up to everything different, I would have to put the planter box in the bottom if I wanted that to show, and then the set track stuff to the right, and of course I'd have my GPS screen up. Well, now every time I unhook and hook, I can just go to them pages once I get them set up and tap them, and then it'll automatically be there. I don't have to keep adding stuff to the screen, because when I would hook up to the planter tractor or the planter, either one, I would have to put my planter and stuff in there in the old one, and, you know, make the screen the way I want it every time. And then when I unhooked it, it said that it would leave this, like, a box here empty because the planter was no longer hooked up. So then I had to go back in there and put in something that I wanted there. You know, if it was just showing the tractor running, or, you know, what the tractor was doing, or if I wanted the map. But now once you got it set, and I can't set it until I do hook up to the planter and everything next year, but once I got it set, all that stuff automatically being there, I just click over to them pages, hit them, and then them pages will be the ones that actually stay up on the monitor all the time. I don't have to keep changing things. And then when I unhook it and say I want to pull the TurboMax afterwards, I can just get out of that and go over to my TurboMax page, and the screen automatically comes up with the stuff that I wanted set previous for the TurboMax. So I do like that. The problem it's, you know, like everything else, getting it set up. You know, once you got it set up, it's always in there. But like right now, I'm not going to hook up to the planter till next year. So I guess I could go over there and back up to the planter and plug it in, because I really don't need to hook the hydraulics up. Just plug it in so it thinks I'm hooked up to it, and I could go ahead and get all my stuff set so that when I do hook up, it's already set up on there. And I might do that this winter, because there are a couple things we're going to have to do to the planters anyway. But that way I could get him on the phone, and I like how he can log into my screen from somewhere else and actually see what I'm seeing and tell me. He tells me where to go and what to do, and I do like that. So that's pretty neat. I had my buddy Mike call me this morning. Shout out to Mike. But anyway, I think it's once I figure it out, I think it's going to be nice and sweet, and I don't know. I mean, the other one, I definitely think trying to find stuff, the 2600 and 2630 was easier. You know, the more I use this, maybe I'll think this is easier, but I definitely think the 2600 and 2630 was more user friendly. Now, the guy told me that this is more user friendly, but I don't think so. But I mean, the more I use it, the better, you know, the easier it's going to get. But, you know, like I said, I'm new to it now, so we shall see. But I just wanted to show you what it does anyway, what it looks like. But it's kind of exciting, you know, for me. This is stuff that gets me off, is the farming and the tractor and the technology, stuff like that. And I'm stupid with it, you know. I mean, I'm not, as much as I like the technology and believe it works, I'm still dumb with it, you know. There's still a learning curve. Even the 2600 and 2630, I was finding things on there that I never even knew before. So, you know, all the time you use it. So there's a lot, you can do so much with these things that you don't know about. It's nice to have a John Deere guy sitting beside you that shows you that all the stuff you actually can do with these things. But it is what it is. I'm gonna see how it goes. It's pretty exciting, so we'll see. But the bad thing is we're done everything and I don't get to use it until next year. So we'll see. But it's exciting nonetheless. So I am going to start touching her up a little bit. I got the cab, everything clean except for the floor, but I figured I was going to be in and out several times, so I'm not going to actually do the final wipe down until I'm actually done, and then servicing it. But we're going to wait until the filter sale is December 1st on. And you know, filters are stupidly expensive. I mean, one filter is like $300 or $400 for certain things for these things. So, you know, it's like $600-700 to service a piece of equipment now through Deere. It's crazy, but you got to do it. And we actually were going to go to Napa and get some stuff. Napa was just as expensive, so technically everybody is expensive when it comes to doing this stuff. So, all right, I'm going to get out and get to work. I just figured I'd show you. I'm kind of excited. I did put some magnets for the cameras. I got one here, so you'll be able to see me planting. It'll basically look like this. Come planting season, you'll be able to see what I see. And I also put one here, so maybe I can do like some live streams talking. You see what goes on with the back. I'm just trying to do something to give you more entertainment instead of looking at this beautiful beard that I'm growing, that Miss Eastern Shore Farmer absolutely hates. She hates it when I'll push it up and then I'll look like the Wolverine beard. See the spot is that I did it last night. We went to a Mexican restaurant and I pushed it up and she really did not like that. But it's my beard. So I'll probably shave it at some point. I've never actually grown my beard out this far. So I figure I'm gonna grow it out and just see how far I can grow it before it really gets irritating. And it's really gonna irritate her then. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get to touching it up a little bit more, and then it's green neon light time. So, see you later. Got the first coat on, all shined up. Doesn't look too bad. I need to paint this from your foot and everything else hitting it. I wish there was like a, almost like that bed liner stuff you could rub on here, that Line-X, but I don't know. Just trying to get her clean, good, pretty for next year. I mean, you figure we got till March anyway. Can't spread anything till March, so got plenty of time to just tinker with them, get them looking good again. My brother, he got done ripping yesterday. It's foggy outside, I'll show you. So he got done ripping yesterday. See how foggy it is? So he's gonna wash the ripper up and unhook it and then wash his tractor, and then we'll probably back to 4230 in the back of the shop, bring his in here, and then we can kind of tinker with them both at the same time. And they both they're both same tractors, so they take the same filter, same everything. So when we go get the filters, we can go ahead and just get these two serviced and get both of them done, you know, cleaned up, waxed, serviced, done, and go ahead and then we'll have two of them at one time put away. And then we don't have to service the 9200 because she didn't do much this year. And it's like $700 to service that thing. It might even be more than that now. That was last year, but she's got so many different filters on her. But we don't have, the good thing is we don't have to service her because she didn't get hardly no hours. We didn't use her that much this year. So we don't have to do that. We got to do the combine, but normally we don't do that until after we wash it. When it's springtime, we'll wash it, bring it in here, service it, get it set up for wheat. So that'll be later on. We got to do some planter work. That'll probably be when we hook them up. We always hook them up, I don't know, about 2 or 3 weeks before we actually do any planting, maybe a little bit earlier than that. And bring it in here and kind of go over it, see what it needs. I think they're good. I think the bean planter might be able to go one more season, and then we're gonna have to rebuild the blades and everything on her, openers and stuff. I think she can go this year and be done. The corn planter, I'm thinking, can go this year, and then we'll have to rebuild it, put new openers on her. Let's see. I don't think I got to do anything else to the planters other than just kind of go over them, you know, check them out real good. Let's see, what else do we got to do? The loader, excavator has already been serviced. We got John Deere. We get John Deere, the construction people, to come down and do them. So they're pretty much good to go. What do we got to do? So really, we really don't have to do much of nothing. Just kind of tinker and stuff like that. So, of course, it's good because you work a lot, weekends, nights, you know, doing the crops from start to finish. So this is the time you get to spend a little bit of time with your family at least. So that's what we started doing anyway. We used to just be sitting up here even in the wintertime, just doing nothing, but we kind of got away from that. We try to get everything done as quick as we can, because then you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas and all that crap, and then you got January, February, when it's really cold here. There are months it's really cold, so try to get a lot of the stuff done before then, and then it costs a lot to heat the shop. So we'll still come up here 2 or 3 hours, just tinker or whatever. So I don't know. Try to get some stuff done now so we don't have to do it when it's freezing cold. Definitely gonna get all these wires. I don't know if you can see them. All these wires, everything. I definitely want to get them kind of out of the way from just sitting in that corner. I don't know if I have to tie them up or do something. I want to do something with that, because that kind of takes that whole corner away from if you want to put something there. So I'm going to do that. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, this is going to be boring video time because we're kind of just tinkering with the crap. We just got the tillage done, the ripping done, so field work is pretty much done until next season. So the video is going to be a little slow, a little boring, but I'm going to set up a stand and just show you what we do and all that. That's it. Hey, my brother got a new rye. We're going to go check her out. He got a new well, it's not new, it's 2019. Actually, him and my dad are twins now. They both look like twins, except for Dad's got a cap on his. So he's got the 250, but look at that. He got a big smile on his face. Look, he's smiling. He finally upgraded like we did, got a Ford F-250. Nice truck. I mean, they look identical. Both same year, same inside, same outside, same everything. Identical pickups. He's very happy. Aluminum body won't rust. Dad and I have had our 250. That's a 19. I got a 21. And never had a problem with them. Big money! Big money! He is doing a great job. Look at that boy go. All right, back to work on my girl. Brother got his tractor clean, so we brought her in here. We're gonna start waxing her, painting the frame. As you can see the difference, just the wear. It's a little darker here, so just maybe I can come around this side, light's a little bit better. I need to take this stupid ass thing off and put a weight bracket, weights on there. But she's a little faded. Mine looks like that too, or it used to look like that. Look at that shine, boy. Got her all painted up again, looking brand new. Got her waxed. We'll do the same thing to her. We pretty much paint the frames every other year. And so, you can see the difference. Look at mine, how shiny it is, and look how dull his is. But we'll get her right. We gotta wax her. But I got everything painted on her. Looking pretty shiny, pretty spiffy. Got the wheels done. Got everything painted. Just got to clean up all the rubber looking stuff. Clean that up. I'm going to paint this where your foot, your boot tip hits it. I'm going to paint all that. Paint my steps. And then I still got to scrub the inside. Good. Windows are done. What else is done? All the trash is cleaned out. Then we'll work on his. Got him in here anyway, so we can service them both at the same time, get that done. And put my neon on there. Neon lights. He's not into it. Alex don't work past dark like I do, so he don't really need he don't need any. He don't care about lights as much as I do.